Previously on Ratarossa, I revealed my plans for a future F40 build and got a big yes from you guys who really want to see me build it. I had fun cutting up a Scuderia, sampled a cow's finest, did some more cutting and saved a massive amount of money fixing some body parts and panels myself. Today though, it's time to get the Scuderia on the road for the first time since the accident. But first, before I can do that, there's a couple of jobs I need to finish off. Yo, my cameraman's here.
What are you working on?
Right, this is the undertray on the Scuderia. So we've done the bumpers, we've done the side skirt, we're working on those. But every little penny on this build counts. This is the front undertray, 1,500 quid to replace it. Now, had a little bit of damage on it, nothing serious at all. Mainly, this was the bits of concern here, where it just joins from the panel to the car. It started to tear that apart. We've got a little bit of damage on the corners, bit here, a few little areas on it. Now, instead of spending 1,500 quid, I've probably spent 20, 30 quid on materials. And we fiberglassed it. The green stuff you can see here is fiberglass filler. I'm just sanding that down just to make it look a bit more pretty, and then we're just going to spray it black. And well, that's a big saving. And like I say, on this kind of build, every penny counts. Is that right?
I think it's every little helps.
Is it? Every little helps?
Yeah, man.
I'm loving it.
The carbon fibre mirrors on a Challenge Ferrari are the stuff of dreams. Everyone wants these on a normal 360 and they cost an absolute fortune. Unfortunately, mine need a bit of TLC. All the lacquer has started to go on that, and when we do this whole car, that is one of the first things that is going to get done. And it's the same story on the Scuderia. The carbon mirrors on these 430s look absolutely stunning, and they're standard fitment on the Scuderia, but this one looks fine. The other side, however, it's a different story. This side is missing entirely. That's because when the white van rode over this side of the car, it sheared off that lovely carbon mirror. However, they managed to recover it from the field. Now this is £5,300 and that would blow the budget out the window. Now if we have a close inspection on this, it doesn't look too bad. We've got some PPF tape there. You can see there's a slight hole in it, but other than that, a few scuffs around the rim there. And here's the cool bit. That is the base of the mirror. And if I show you this, it looks like it just became unstuck. It fits perfectly. Now there is a little bit more damage here. We're also missing the wiring loom completely and the mirror glass and its backing plate, but I've got a cunning plan. Let me show you.
Talking of expensive panels, let's have a look how much a second-hand set of these cost. So what I'm really looking for right now is obviously the wiring for the mirror has come out this side, but I need to make sure we got the loom on the door still and just how much of it got ripped out. And I can just about see something down here which gives me a little bit of hope. Let's see if we can fish this out. Perfect. Now that is what I'm looking for. Now this side here is the bit that normally attaches to the mirror, and that is the bit that has really been torn off during the accident. Now the good news is the other side of the wiring loom is all intact, so we just need to be able to replace this and attach it to the motor on the mirror. I need to get the backing off of this mirror, and then I'm going to show you my temporary solution. Okay, I can't quite believe I'm going to do this. This is going to probably annoy a few people. This right here is a genuine Challenge Ferrari mirror, which I happen to have spare. There's the other half of it that I started to make. This is part of the wiring for that mirror, and the other part is still on the mechanism inside this. And this is my 430 Scuderia mirror with the back, and well, the other part of the wiring, the rest of it is completely missing. So yes, I am going to do the unthinkable. I am gonna butcher this Stradale mirror and borrow the wiring, and well, hopefully it's all reversible, because these things are rather rare. Anyway, here's the plan. I'm going to open this thing up. The other thing is, we are missing the glass for this Scuderia mirror, and I happen to have some aftermarket glass here. The problem is the backing here, this mechanism that moves, it's an electric mirror, so it's got all the movement in it, requires this bit here in order to fix it in place. Now, if you compare both of those, the mechanisms are the same. The unfortunate bit here, and the bit that I don't know if this is going to work yet, is that one is a right, one is a left mirror, and it looks like the mechanisms are different. So this is going to be a bit of a trial. Anyway, I think that this backing bit here is actually reversible, and so I'm going to pry this off this mirror, put it on the back of this one, and place it in here. If you look at the wiring, it's all been cut here. There is a few spare cables here. First of all, these two are for the heated mirror, which we don't have on the Scuderia. To my knowledge, I don't think we have that. These two grey cables go on the left mirror to the sensor underneath, which connect to those two there. And we don't need that because we don't have that on this side of the car. So they're redundant. We're going to take those out. I'm not going to cut them off because we might need this in the future. Okay, so that's broken off there, which means this won't stay in there. Will it? Oh yes it will. Sorry, yeah, it hasn't broken off. I'm being silly. That is our rattly bit of whatever broke inside. Okay, that's easy enough. 3 screws, and well, that just pivots on there, so no bother at all. And then we've got to get cables through here, through there, and up through there, which could be a bit tricky. I want to just hook these up, hook this up to the car, and just make sure we've got movement on this motor. We're going to watch this. We're going to fire the car up. We're not going to fire the car up. We're just going to turn it on, which is on. We're going to use the buttons down there, and then we're going to watch this to see if we've got any movement. I'm listening for that motor. Oh, beauty. That's up. That is down. That is in. And that is out. Fixed it. Okay, so we just got to put the glass on, tidy all this up, and then remount it. Woohoo! That's good. The glass is in, and well, it's still looking a bit shabby, but it will do as a temporary solution. Let's bolt it on the car. Okay, it's all back on. It all folds. We have the glass in. Job done. Finally, time to take the Scuderia out for its first shakedown test. Mate, you got the keys?
No, mate, you had them last. Why don't you check the app?
Good idea. So I just go on my Extra app and click on my Extra key ring, then click on ring to find. No way, look at that. I've left them on the chair. Luckily, I had my Extra key tracker. And can you believe I've left my wallet here as well? My favourite Extra premium leather Parliament wallet, holds up to 12 cards, and it's got this nifty little button here which gives me quick access. Plus it's got RFID which protects me from wireless theft, and if vice versa I lose my phone, I just press there and it finds my phone. Extra wallets and products are excellent gifts for Father's Day, which is fast approaching, and by clicking on my link in the description below the video, using code Ratarossa, you're going to save a whopping 35% off your order. Now I've got to say a huge thanks to Extra for finding my phone, my wallet and my keys. Let's hit the road. Okay, Okay, so giving it a little drive. It's probably not the best road to actually test the car on because it's a little bit bumpy around here on the back roads, but there's no one around and we can give it a good old little blast out. So far, all my gauges are really good. Now we got all our pressure is slap bang in the middle. That is what I like to look for in these. That is just perfect positioning. We have got, well, we need washer fluid and we need fuel. Surprise, surprise. But other than that, it's all looking good here. Now, again, it's not the best road to test, but it is driving in a straight line, which is amazing because the geometry setup has not been done. It's just literally been me putting this thing together and just using my eye as judgment on it. But it's driving, it's kind of a little bit off, but it's actually driving very, very nicely indeed. Now, the one thing that I can hear, if you put your camera down there, really obviously difficult in this car because it's so noisy. But it sounds like we have got a bit of a wheel bearing issue. It's either that or the wheel is rubbing against my indicator cable, which is normally housed in between all the plastics. But I have taped it up and I'm pretty sure that is a consistent whirring, which means to me that sounds like a wheel bearing. Now, with all the tape down there, it's no surprise we can hear quite a lot of road noise because there is a big gap, and that's just to stop any kind of water or any stones coming into the cabin. But other than that, I can definitely hear it. Yeah, it's definitely got a wheel bearing. Definitely got a wheel bearing. But it's driving perfect. All of our modes are okay. We're in super fast shift mode. We've taken it out of auto. We'll get it in race mode, and then we'll just get a little bit of an open stretch and we'll see what it's like. That is amazingly quick. Like the 60 millisecond shifts in this F1 gearbox are a game changer compared to even the Stradale, which is the fastest version of the 360. That is unbelievably quick, but it's still very nice because it gives you that little jolt in the back. So it has that kind of mechanical feel still about it. That is insanely good. I'm loving this car. I really am loving this car. I was contemplating selling it. Changed my mind completely. This is definitely a keeper. Okay, we've got another nice little road up here.
What's that? What's that button and the keys there? What's that? Is that for your garage or something?
That was a. Ooh! Hang on a minute. Let's do that again. What's this? One. Hang on. Window down. We've got an exhaust trick button. Right, now let's try this. Let's try this. One. That's normal. 3, 4, they don't work. 2. Hang on.
2 sounds good.
Let's check this out. So I'll leave the window open a little bit. All right, let's see what we got here. What we got here? Open stretch of road. Oh dear! Oh my dear! We have... Obviously I love the Ferrari, but check that out! Wow! That changes things to a whole new level on the Scuderia. Now, one of the reasons I sold my old Scud was it wasn't as raw, it didn't have the same noise that the Ferrari had, but that little button there might have just changed things up a little bit. I'm pretty sure that is holding the exhaust valves open. Let's get a bit more of that. I didn't even know about I thought it was some kind of garage door opener. No way! This car is super quick. Oh, he's doing his best trying to hold that camera straight there. But as I snap through these gears, I can see him snapping his neck backwards. Ooh, she corners. Wow. Wow.
Sounds good.
She sounds amazing. It's incredible how that exhaust makes 30 miles an hour seem so fast. It's driving nice, really nice. The nice thing about this car is you can actually cruise in it as well and drive it quite civilized when you turn the exhaust valve off like that. It makes it quiet. Hooligan, normal. Okay, so during that drive out, I discovered a couple of things. First of all, the car is pulling to one side. My steering wheel is off-center, which is highly annoying. And we got one other problem. So we have come here to Total Tyres just to get the alignment done on it. Later on, when I've done all of the work on the car, we're going to get a full geometry, just so I can drive the car around at the moment. It's not annoying. We're just going to get it straightened up. So the guys have got it on the ramp, and we've got all the lasers set up, and they're aligning everything on it. The good news at the moment is the side that was really good is the one that I put together and used by eye. The other side is the one that they had to do some heavy adjustment on. Let's go have a look underneath. We haven't actually been fully underneath this car, and I really should have brought a bucket and sponge. Look, we've still got loads of field on the car. So it's a really good opportunity to have a look very closely at the underside of the car with it on the lift here, and you can see, other than some just grass and dirt from the field, there's no damage at all, no dents. The whole, just inspected the front and back of the car, and it's looking great. So we've got a laser set up here onto the back wheel, and you can see the alignment mark here. And then what they do is they use the track rod ends to just move the wheels in and out just to get that alignment correct. And then afterwards I'll do all my steering wheel. It's a pretty nifty little setup here. Well guys, the shakedown test on the Scuderia was highly enjoyable. Discovering that hidden little button for the exhaust, well, that is an absolute game changer for this car. The reason I sold my old Scuderia and kept the Ferrari was the scud wasn't as raw, but now this has gone up a whole new level. Anyway, I'm going to be covering a comparison between the two cars when this is done, so we'll leave that for a later video. But we also discovered a few issues on that shakedown test. So we have clearly got a wheel bearing problem. I've just put one of those on order. We have potentially got an issue with the F1 system. I'm going to be using my computer in the next video to try and diagnose that. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the alignment. So we've just sorted out the alignment, and we're going to be doing a full geometry setup on this car when it's all finished and I've finished doing all my little bits on it. So it brings our costs in this video to hardly anything. It's not worth putting it on the board. We used a bit of materials to do the undertray at the front, and I did my materials cost a couple of videos ago on that one, and the alignment cost me £20, so it's just not worth putting it on there. So we're keeping those costs nice and low. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, leave a comment below, because it all helps with the algorithm, which helps promote the video and helps me make more of these videos for you. And don't forget, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel and check out what I get up to over on my other socials on a daily basis. Until the next one guys, stay safe and ciao for now.